I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. That's mastery.
People call it luck. They watch someone win, and they say they got lucky. They watch someone rise from nothing, and they say they were in the right place at the right time. They watch someone's life change overnight, and they say, must be nice. But here is what they never say. They never talk about the years. Nobody was watching. They never talk about the mornings. That person woke up before the world did. They never talk about the failures that never made it to anyone's feed. They never talk about the silent, unglamorous, repetitive work that happened long before the moment that looked like luck. Because luck has an origin story, and almost nobody tells it. Let me say something that might challenge the way you think. Success is not magic. Success is not a mystery. Success is not something that randomly falls on certain people while passing others by. Success is predictable. It follows a pattern. And that pattern starts with something most people underestimate. Continuous, relentless, unglamorous effort. Not one day of hard work. Not 1 week of motivation. Not 1 month of discipline. But the kind of effort that keeps showing up when the excitement is gone, when nobody is watching, when results feel distant, when every logical part of your mind is telling you to stop. That kind of effort, because that is where luck is actually manufactured. We have been taught to think about luck the wrong way. We treat it like weather, something that arrives without warning, something completely outside our control, something that happens to some people and not others, for no reason at all. But what if luck isn't weather? What if luck is more like a harvest? You don't pray for a harvest and wake up one morning to find crops in your field. You prepare the soil, you plant the seeds, you water them when you don't feel like it, you protect them when conditions get difficult, and then, after all of that quiet, invisible effort, the harvest comes, and to someone walking past your field who never saw the preparation, it looks like you got lucky. But you and I both know what actually happened. Go back to what Bruce Lee said, 10,000 kicks once each versus 1 kick 10,000 times. On the surface, it sounds like a quote about martial arts, but it's actually a philosophy about how mastery works, about how results work, about how luck works. The person who tries 10,000 different things once is always searching, always starting over, always hoping the next thing will be the one that finally works. But the person who commits to one thing deeply, who shows up for it every single day, who keeps refining, improving, repeating, that person is not searching for luck. That person is building it, one repetition at a time, one day at a time, one quiet decision at a time, until one day the world looks at them and says, they got lucky, and they smile, because they know something the world doesn't. Here is the truth. That changes everything. Success leaves clues. Every person who has ever built something real, every athlete at the top of their sport, every entrepreneur who changed an industry, every artist whose work moved the world, they all followed the same invisible pattern. They identified what they wanted. They committed to the process, not the outcome. They showed up consistently. When consistency was hard, they failed. Repeatedly, quietly, without an audience. They adjusted, they improved, they kept going. And eventually, the outcome became inevitable. Not because they got lucky, but because luck had no choice. When you prepare long enough, opportunity has nowhere else to go. When you improve consistently enough, results become unavoidable. When you stay in the game long enough, the game eventually turns in your favor. This is not motivation. This is mathematics. Think about the people in your life who seem lucky. The ones things always seem to work out for. The ones who always seem to be in the right place, at the right time. Look closer. Are they actually luckier? Or are they simply more prepared? Are they simply more visible? Are they simply more persistent? Because here is what research tells us about people who describe themselves as lucky. They are more open to new experiences. They notice opportunities others walk past. They act on chances instead of waiting for perfect conditions. They recover from failure faster and try again sooner. None of those things are luck. Those are habits. And habits are choices, which means luck, real luck, is a skill. And like every skill, it can be developed. Most people are waiting for their lucky break. They are waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right conditions, the right sign. But while they are waiting, someone else is working. While they are hoping, someone else is preparing. While they are watching, someone else is becoming the person that luck finds. Because luck does not visit people who are waiting. Luck visits people who are already in motion. The universe has a strange habit of rewarding those who act like the outcome is already decided and work accordingly. So let me give you the actual formula, not the one people post on social media, not the one that sounds good, but means nothing, the real one. Continuous effort creates skill. Skill creates opportunity. Opportunity, seized by a prepared person, looks like luck. Luck, compounded over time, becomes success. That's it. That is the entire sequence, and every part of it begins with you. Not with timing, not with connections, not with circumstance, with you. With the decision to keep going on the days it makes no sense to keep going. With the discipline to practice when there is no applause. With the belief that what you are building right now, even if nobody can see it, is slowly, quietly, inevitably changing the trajectory of your life. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Not luck first. Preparation first. Opportunity second. And when those two things collide, the world calls it luck. But you will know the truth. You will know what it actually cost. The early mornings, the late nights, the rejected attempts, the moments of doubt you pushed through anyway. The version of yourself you had to become before the result could arrive. That is the real story of every person the world calls lucky. And it can be your story too. But it starts with a decision, not a wish, not a prayer, not waiting for the stars to align. A decision to earn it every single day until luck has no choice but to find you. Success was never a mystery. It was always just the reward for the people who refused to stop. The only question is, are you still going?